Hi there and welcome to the sew along for the bodysuit. So first of all, this is a knit fabric pattern and our seam allowances are 6mm, which is 1/4 inch. So when you're ready, thread up your overlocker with 4 threads of colour that match your fabric. Now the other thing is you are going to need access to a plain sewing machine, so make sure you have a ball needle inserted in that. That will just stop any fibres from being pierced. Now the main thing about the knit fabric you're going to need for this garment is it needs to have both horizontal and vertical stretch. So depending whether you're European or American, Americans would call that 4-way stretch and Europeans would call that 2-way stretch. So just remember you need both vertical and horizontal stretch, and it needs to have good stretch because there is what's called negative ease in this, which means the garment is made to fit to your body. Right, so the other thing we need to know is that when we're overlocking, because of the seam allowances, we're going to overlock on the raw edge of the fabric. Your blade does not need to cut anything off. And don't forget, before you do start, to run some spare fabric through your overlocker and your plain sewing machine just to test for tensions. Make sure your tensions are equal. Now you might like to lengthen your stitch length from normal on your sewing machine, and that will just allow a bit of extra give on the fabric. So the other thing is you're going to need a way of finishing the hems on the sleeves. So I'm just going to overlock and run 2 rows of plain stitching. If you have access to a cover stitch, that's great. If you have access to a plain machine with a twin needle, that's great too, because that will give you extra stretch. Okay, so this is the second version of the one bodysuit. The first video I made I lost sound with towards the end. Apologies for that. You can probably still hear the commentary, but I know it's a little bit difficult. So I thought I'd do another sew of a different version. So this is the scoop neck, the low scoop neck with 3/4 sleeves, and it's a 1-piece front and a 1-piece back. So I won't do a lot of commentary with it. I'll pretty much just speed sew it and you can see the steps. Hopefully that will make it a little bit more straightforward. Okay, so let's go. So right sides together, we're going to overlock the shoulders. Neckband, right sides together. Sleeves. just going to overlock the hem area. Now the side seams from the wrist through to the crotch. Okay, I'm going to overlock the crotch area. Because for this one I'm going to attach the snaps directly to the garment. So with the elastic, cut the length that's indicated on the pattern for the size you're sewing. There's a mark which is the side seam. The shorter edge is the front. So this gets overlocked to the wrong side. And then repeat that on the other side. Okay, so we're going to stitch this into place. So here are the notches here for the turn position. Now you could put some fuse under here or some sort of reinforcing for your snaps. finish the sleeve hems off. And that is it. So all that's left now is to put the snaps into your crotch with maybe a cam press or whatever sort of snap press you have. You could also use sew-on snaps if you wanted to. And it really is that fast. This version is really quick. It's a speed sew. And as I said before, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the pattern. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to join my Facebook pattern discussion group, where you'll get advance notice of any sales, calls for pattern testers, and any new things that are coming out. Thanks very much. See you again soon.